got to be one of the all-time greatest privileges of our lives working with Steven. It was such an honor. You're made to feel so special by him as well. Just even the fact that he wants to meet you is a great honor, and you want to breathe the same air as someone who has just changed the face of cinema like he has. And yet he doesn't wear that heavily. That is not his front foot, is being Steven Spielberg. He is available and spontaneous and childlike and relentless in trying to chase something to make an audience feel, and you are a part of that process.
Yeah, it's true. It's a bizarre thing to say out loud. You've been in a Steven Spielberg movie.
Yeah.
It's even stranger to be sat doing interviews with him. But then at the same time, he is just the most humble, most kind, generous, excited, curious. It's like I imagine every movie's like his first. He's still so inquisitive. Yeah, it was a dream.
I see them as quite classic Spielbergian characters. I think they're idiosyncratic, they're outsiders. There's a sort of loneliness, a search for belonging. I love that Steven doesn't use elite sort of action figures as his protagonists. That's quite a common theme, people in search of something. And they are very much in search of what they were made for in this world. And they're put through the ringer in this movie, this life or death race towards like uncovering the truth in those that believe it should remain concealed. And yet they're pulled inextricably towards it and towards each other and to this shared history that they seem to have that they didn't know until this disclosure day.
The first time I met Steven, the premise that he told me, it was before I'd read a script. He was like, this is a story about two people who are connected by their past, but they don't know it, and they're being pulled together. And so that was always the driving force of this movie. And when I first read the script, but also having seen it, it's like a 100-meter sprint. It's like the gun goes off, and we're with you the whole way, and that comes from these two people trying to find each other. It's it's very special.
Well, I think these are questions and secrets and mysteries that have followed us for centuries. And there's been fear around it. There's been fear-mongered around it. There's been a lot of things withheld, shushed down, swept under the carpet. And I think yet there have been these people who are adamant and convinced very peacefully that they've had these experiences, that they have seen inexplicable things that are not of this earth in any capacity. And I think when I started to kind of research all of this for the movie, it just became inarguable that these experiences people have been authentic ones. And so I think that the film explores maybe the injustice that these truths are being hidden from us, and maybe we have an awful lot to learn. I do find it interesting that the common theme amongst every single person who's had an experience, whether it's a fighter pilot or a person on a farm, they have been non-violent, non-hostile interactions. So maybe that's a positive message.
Yeah. I think right now we're living in a very hostile, very fractured world. There aren't many bits of information that we could receive to give the world a bit of humility. And as Emily just said, these visits have been non-violent as far as we know. So maybe there is something we can learn. So I hope that there are things that I think we don't need to know. And I think there are things that we can learn from. So.